Today on Engineering Career TV, I'm going to talk about a touchy topic, which is having conversations with your boss and understanding your downside in these situations. The question that we have for today's episode comes from Stan. My company doubled in size over the last year, and my team has become overcommitted on projects in that time. In the team's overcommitted firefighting state, they are cutting corners. For most of the team, this isn't a major problem because they are 10 years senior to me and have finished their education and certifications and have a clear career trajectory. This does not apply to me, and I feel marginalized because it seems like the work available for the team over the next year is quite different from the kind of work I hope to do. I'm trying to assess whether this is still a good fit for my development, so I'm wondering how to frame a meeting with my boss to resolve this situation. Thanks, Stan. And first of all, taking on too many projects can definitely compromise the quality of the work, which can obviously affect the ultimate success of you and your firm. One of the things I would think about is some quality control measures that could be put into place that you could bring up to your boss. So maybe that's part of your conversation with him, to make it about the company and not just about you. Because if you're going to talk to your boss about you only, it could come off as very self-serving, and that won't help you accomplish your goals in the long run. If in your conversation with your boss you say, listen, we're overcommitted on the work right now, and I think this could potentially decrease the quality of our work and subsequently our client base, which will affect our revenue. And I have some ideas for how we could protect against that. Now, that tone makes you a winner because you are putting the company first. So think about that as a way to frame out the conversation. Secondly, you have to be honest with your boss, Stan. You need to tell your boss that you don't feel comfortable with the situation going in the direction it's going. Being overcommitted, and in this, as you mentioned, a firefighting state or reactive state, plus you're not getting to do the work that you want to do, and you're fearful about your future. Now, when you do this, when you have this conversation with your boss, there are two things that you have to be prepared for. One, you have to be prepared to ask for something. If you're going to say to your boss, I'm not happy with this situation, you need to also say, I'd like to see this happen. You need to bring a solution to the table. Don't expect your boss to create one. You might say something like, listen, I'm not totally happy about this. I'd like to do more client correspondence. Or I'd like to have a responsibility implementing these quality assurance and quality control measures here in the next 6 months to help us ensure that our quality of work remains high. Now, here's the important part. You have to be prepared also for your boss to say those two words that nobody ever wants to hear. You're fired. Listen, he or she may not say that specifically, but it could be the beginning of that. If you're voicing your displeasure with the company, then your boss may be thinking, all right, Stan's gonna have to go. That's your downside, Stan. Whenever you're going to have a conversation like this with your boss, you have to understand that your downside could be bad, and you have to be prepared for it. Be prepared for the absolute worst to happen. If you're not prepared for that to happen, then it's your fault. Now, I'm not saying avoid these conversations. In fact, I'm saying to have them, because oftentimes you have to have these conversations. Just be prepared for what could happen. I hope you found this episode of Engineering Career TV helpful. Remember, you can go to engineeringcareercoach.com/ask and submit your question. This show is for you, and I want you to take advantage of it. You can also find all of the episodes categorized by topic at engineeringcareer.tv. If you would like to discuss issues like this and other engineering career goals and challenges, I recommend you join the Engineering Mastermind, an online support community we have created for engineers at theengineeringmastermind.com. For the price, you can't get more specific, targeted engineering career advice and assistance. The Engineering Mastermind is not about helping you survive as an engineer. It's about helping you thrive. This is Anthony Fasano, author of Engineer Your Own Success. Please subscribe to this show on YouTube or iTunes, and I'll see you next week.